Hello everyone, I am the HalfWit Brit and this is Manor Lords and welcome to the Black Forest. I was just kind of enjoying the fact that there's no more snow and you can kind of see the sun just hitting the ground over this side, helping our crops grow. I did notice over here that the little kind of gaps that we had on the flax have disappeared and they've now all decided to grow, which is interesting. I wasn't quite sure why that happened, whereas over here it hasn't. So I still think it's something to do with planting things too early. But anyway, I'm going to get carried away just constantly looking at things and picking at things. So today, the plan, with any luck, we should hit the season for harvesting. But as I mentioned in the last episode, I want to put another farmhouse over this side to cover this area. I want to put some more fields sort of within here, not too many, for this farmhouse to cover, and we'll probably chuck a few more over this side as well, and we may even clear this stone out just to get rid of it, just for here. The bakery, did we build that in the last one? No, we were upgrading the burgage plot to get the bakery in, so that's something else we need to take care of. And if I've mentioned it once, I've mentioned it a million times. We're going to keep an eye on the horse. I'm assuming, yeah, he's still showing as importing, and we currently don't have a horse. So again, for the third or fourth episode in a row, we'll see if this happens. Just switching over to Mamusio, I set up a trade here for shoes for iron ore, and I forgot to change the barter partner. I left it on the Black Forest, and I was wondering why it wasn't working, but now we can see Jorg is gone to get the mule to do that trade. That will give us some boots over there and a little bit of iron over here. I don't think it's really a huge issue. Speaking of huge, look at all these people. Oh my goodness, it's getting so busy. Yeah, I don't think it's a mad issue or a huge issue, or what other word you have for big, if we don't have iron over here until we lose some soldiers and need to replace their weapons. So we kind of have that. This house is still unhappy. I've kind of just settled for it. But, you know, we're doing okay for food and fuel over here, considering we're not really looking at Mamusio too often. So I'm quite happy with that. Just while we are in Mamusio, I am putting another pack station in here, which is finished. Perfect. Do we have storage? We have mules. Yes, okay, so we'll assign a family here. We'll do this one for the Black Forest. Yep, the Iron Vale is that one. What do we want to send to the Black Forest? What do they not have that they would need? Now there is a question. I know what we want to bring back. That's going to be bread, because I think we'll stop the sort of swapping around of flour and just bring the bread directly. It makes a little bit more sense. In fact, yes, we'll do that. And just over to the Iron Vale, I've started the upgrade for the large storehouse, which is almost complete because it was getting quite full. We are down to one unassigned family, so that is a problem. But we have the church. We have people obviously taking the iron ore out of the ground. The bloomery is in place, and the two new houses are also in place. But as you can see, they're currently vacant. And they're saying they don't have what they need, but that will happen shortly because we've got 3 types of food. We've got a couple of different items of clothing, but once the tannery sort of picks up pace, we're definitely going to have more. We have someone in the forager's hut as well, so food over here should be fine. Fuel, definitely fine. Plus, hopefully we'll be harvesting some of the vegetables later on as well. So firewood is probably going to be my only concern here, but not a huge concern. Anyway, let's get on with it. So first off, I was just thinking what we could trade for bread. So I was just thinking to myself, do they have shoes over here? And they do. So we don't want to trade shoes. So we need to find something that they would like over here that they currently don't. Now, I could go with apples potentially because they don't have apples, but then, you know, we don't necessarily need them. You only need a certain variety of food, don't you? So we could probably get away with not sending that, but we need to figure out something we can send over that would be useful for them. What's our surplus? Are we on surplus? Here we are. So we have a lot of charcoal. We could send some charcoal across, like just initially. So let's think about, so it depends on what the actual exchange rate is. So bread. Okay, so it's about the same. So I think we will do that. Do we need another mule? Quite possibly. I'll order one. We have the space. Then it's done. Over here, We're going to add some more fields. Obviously, again, keep an eye to see what's going on with this horse. If it will ever turn up. We're going to need more than one horse, realistically speaking. But yeah, there is that. And we need this one. Can we... Oh, it's on the very high priority. We need that to start making bread. And I completely forgot. If I come back over here, let's stop sending flour. So we don't want to do that anymore. So, flour, are you going to be under crops? Or crafting materials, crafting. So let's stop doing that. You know, I could just trade without using the, I was going to call it the hitching post. What's it called? It's gone completely out of my head. It's called a pack station. Yeah, I mean, I could use the trade post. I'm probably going to need another one. That's something else that I'm thinking about. Because there's a lot currently going into this one place and it's very busy here. So whether we build another one sort of up here, just kind of a little bit further away, I think maybe a good idea. And we have a bigger storehouse, perfect. One less thing to worry about. We need some families moving in, that's the main thing at the moment that we're kind of missing. So we can continue the progress over here. We do need to have a quick look as well at... Where did we build it? Up here. How are we getting on? The manor is... Oh, actually, it's getting very close. The issue currently seems to be logs. Do we have any? Is it going to let us? Perfect. There we are. So we have on both sides. I'm tempted to build this straight onto the road. Just like so. I think that will work quite nicely. We will need a forester's hut over here as well. Possibly more than one. I've never really watched them to see what they do. With regards to, will they just plant the whole region if I don't give them a specific radius, or do they have a predetermined radius, and then how much they plant in a year? That's another sort of thing to think about. We may as well put the logging camp over here as well, I think. Not the logging. Is it the logging camp? No, that's not what it's called. It's called the saw pit. Yeah, I think... Oh. Interesting, why it won't let me hook onto the end of that road. And what did I just heard something. What was it? New mercenaries? Okay. I'm not going to get excited over that. So they're in place. Shrine disabled. Interesting. I didn't build that. I guess that was already there. So as you can see now, the one family, did I add the extra family in? I did. It's just... Yeah, they're just taking their time to get around to all the things I've asked them to do. But they're going to start growing those. Perfect. While we're here, we will chuck a field in. Because that is just... Yeah, 0.6. That will do nicely. A new family in... Oh, Mamusio. Oh, I was getting so excited then. Is there enough space? Will it allow me to build a road there? It will. I thought because it's so close to the border it wouldn't allow it, but it did. And we will chuck a road there because I want a farmhouse here somewhere. I don't quite like this double road, but I'm not too sure what I can do about it. There's nothing I could fit in there even if I removed it, and I don't think, yeah. Will it allow me to put... Oh wow, it did. Interesting. That's quite a wide road now, isn't it? I'm not too sure how the people will deal with that, whether it'll make them zigzag or something. Okay. Well, learned something new there. I'm not going to put the farmhouse in yet, but we can start thinking about fields. So if... Put a road across there, and... What do we have? Flax. So that's probably going to be a flax field. We'll just split it in half, I think. Just go right down the middle. Perfect. So we got 1, 2, 3. I may or may not split this one. Do you know what? I think I might. Because I think it's potentially a little bit too big. So let's remove that now. Because it's currently fallow. And build a road sort of here. And they were fallow anyway, weren't they? So it's not like we were doing anything. The same here. Perfect. How big are those? I should have been paying attention to what I was doing. I'm assuming they will be a fairly decent size. What do we have there? Oh, look at that. 0.5 on the nose. And you and you. And you're 0.6. Yeah, it's slightly a bit bigger. So if we got this one here, do you know what? I may need another farmhouse. I don't really know how many I can kind of manage with, assuming we had the population, probably quite a few, because some will be fallow. So yeah, we'll kind of see what happens, because we've got a few spare people over here as it stands. We could actually put in some more houses, and I'm just thinking flax, barley. Yeah, I think here would be a good space. I was just double checking before I ruin some really fertile area. So if we run maybe something like not enough goods. What? Oh, it's the blooming wood issue, isn't it? I'm trying to... No, that'll probably do it. That'll do quite nicely. There we are. We'll take that. That will just give some more families that'll be nearer the farms, because we've got one here and one here. Potentially we could get some in. And where is... Right, it's still under construction. What are we missing? Wood or timber. Foresters, logging camp. Let's put that on the highest. We will need a hitching post over here as well, but thankfully that doesn't cost anything, does it? Where's the hitching post? So we'll put you in. And still have you. We do have a family in. I think it's just a transport of it. Let's put another family in. You can see all the trees have started to fill in. So this one forester that's been quite busy, this was completely empty. So they are growing fairly quick. And here are the mules that are currently taking things from Amusio over to the Iron Vale. And I was just kind of looking at it thinking, I did the road, didn't I, to give a direct route. And maybe one that way. I mean, I don't think it's a huge difference, but at least we have some boots coming as well. So that gives us a second type of clothing, which means, surely, is there anyone living in these yet? No one's living here, obviously. Can we... Requirements not met. But then again, there's nobody living in them currently. What about requirements not met? Clothing stall supply. Do we not have a clothing? Huh. Is that because... Oh, do we have 2 firewood stalls? We do. Aha. That's to do with... Right, okay. So they've chosen to do firewood over... What happens if... Will they build another one, or will they build a clothing stall? What are you building? Wood stall. Borderline obsessed. Look at all the leather we have as well. If I put another family in there, will they build clothing? If not, I'm going to have to do this slightly different. Let's see what happens. Wait, is it a firewood stall from over here as well? Yes, it will be, won't it? Oh my goodness. Come on, people. just driving me absolutely insane. Wait, and you can't tell it what to sell and what not to sell, can we? Let's have a nosy. I don't think you can. No, that's just from a storage perspective, isn't it? Oh, that's a little bit irritating. Clothing stall. There we go. So it only took the second family in here to do that. So that means that this one now should technically be abandoned. Can I? I want to click on that properly and not click the wrong one. Oh, there we go. That just means that those goods need picking up. Yeah, it's going to moan that they're in the rain. But at least they now have the clothes available, which should tick that one and make people a little bit happier. I was a little bit unsure as to why we hadn't attracted more people, but that does make a lot of sense. Now, hopefully... Are you coming to pick this up, Fritz? No. Is anyone going to pick it up? Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully that happens. That only leaves us with one person. We're currently at 8 months of fuel. We've got a lot of food. But as food doesn't decay, it's not really a huge problem. Woodcutter, we're fine. Yeah, we're fine there too. We don't need any timber currently. Actually, you know, it's not too bad at all. I think it's just waiting for all this to tidy itself up. Get some families to move in. And we'll be able to deal with this then. And start working on armor. I say that. Actually, we need... These will be 2 level 2 buildings we need to get the point. which will give us basic armor making. I can't wait for that, because again, it's something new, something I've not done. So when you get to try something else, it's a little bit more exciting than rinsing and repeating the same things. Keep forgetting that we've got this rich berry deposit over here. Now we've got 2 families in here, and the pantry's almost full. Realistically, I need probably another forager hut over here. Now food is 34 months. I'm not overly concerned right now, but as we expand, I think definitely that we're going to need at least another forager's hut. And potentially, if we're not investing so many points up into this farming tree, I may take that, because that'll just be an insane food resource for this area. Probably a little bit too much when you sort of think about it. I've definitely given them too much work to do over here. They've just got so much going on that I just don't think they can keep up with what I'm asking of them. Well, we got a lot of fuel, so let's take family out of there. How are we doing with this? That's on a medium. Can we pause? We could. Or if we put it on the highest and just get it sorted out. Because we do have that. That's also on the highest. In fact, would that make a bit more sense? I've lost it again. Let's put that one on very high. Saw pit on lowest, because we don't need that right now. Forester's hut, that can be very low, and that can be highest because it'll get done really quickly. That's good. You're currently doing that. Okay, I'm not going to give them anything else to do because it's just, I think, a little bit unfair. Trading wise, this is probably going to stop the regional wealth because we're not sending anything over at the moment. Now we do have the flour in here, but we're not currently sending that out. So I've upped this to surplus of 2 because I noticed you could have 2 horses assigned to the trading post. Now, oh, wait a minute. Was it Friedland? Does he have a horse with it? Oh, he's coming back without a horse. Oh, wait a minute. Who are you? Oh, you're another trader. What on earth is going on? I am absolutely baffled. Or was it Ditz? Where are you off, Ditz? Where are you going? I'm assuming they're going over to this, right? But where are the horses? Oh, I've just realised where Ditz is. Ditz is in Mamusio. So he's coming all the way out to this trade post. Right. Is that the closest one? It's the closest one they can get to from here, realistically, isn't it? And I'm assuming they can't go to ones that are not in our territory. Aha. So the horse situation could be resolving itself shortly. We're at 84% growth. I need to turn the sounds down in this game. It really does make me laugh when they start shouting. Right, let me advance the game a little bit and we'll see where we're up to. Well, I said let's advance the game a bit, and I've just stopped because I noticed that we have the mules from Mamusio coming through here. Was there a third one? There is. Excellent. I didn't realise I had that many spare mules over there. So they are bringing across shoes. That was it, yeah. So that gives us our second type of clothing. And they're going to take back some iron ore, which will appease the blacksmiths, I guess, over in Mamusio. We still don't have anyone living here, but at least we now have that. What's this storehouse? Is that in here? Okay, yeah, so they're still moving the firewood. That's not a problem, but that now means that these are happier. The approval rate's going up, so we should have some people moving in imminently. Anyway, back to speeding ahead. So we finally had 2 families move into the 2 burgage plots over in the Iron Vale. Now obviously they can't do anything yet, but once we upgrade to level 2, we can get them working on the armor. Obviously we need the point. So I want to put in someone in the bloomery to start working on making iron slabs. We'll upgrade you, and if we have enough wood, have we run out of timber? Not quite, but what's the issue? Maybe you've just not been living here long enough to pick up the various supplies. But at least we can do that. But we are kind of getting a little bit short. Yeah, so we're not currently... How are we doing on fuel for 8 months? But we will be using more of it now. The forester's hut doesn't have anybody in. How are we doing? Berries, we have someone there. Okay, so we're just short of a couple of people, really. Yeah, because I haven't got the logs to currently deal with this, so we do need to find a person from somewhere. How are we doing with leather? We have a lot. So let's take someone out of the tannery for now. Chuck them in the logging camp. And that should help that a little bit. And we'll probably do little extensions on here. It depends what I want to do with these later on. But we could always add extra houses in as and when we need them. But at least we should now get this up and running, which will give us a little bit of a reserve once we start making armor. Oh, I just had to pause the game quickly. I was quite enjoying watching this logging camp being built, and I got enemy unit has been spotted. I'll leave the game paused a second. Oh, it's outlaws. Okay, where are they? Oh, God, same place as last time. So they are going to attack me, aren't they? But we do have a lot more soldiers this time. So assuming I can get them together in time, we shouldn't have a problem. Famous last words. What was I going to... I just wanted to check something. I was about to do that straight away. So we have a horse. There we go. Finally. How long did it take? So I've had to go through the livestock trading post, which is really mad. And Ditz, he was out trading not long ago, but he's obviously not brought back a horse. Oh, wait, 1 horse of 0. Oh, that's Mamusio. The wrong area. Let's have a look. Do we have a horse? Now, is that the one that's coming in? Or do we have it already? Let's leave that like that and see what happens. Okay, well, at least we know we got one coming. Right, let's leave the game paused a second. So, we do have a lot of troops. Now, some of them are from this area. So, can I select them all at once to rally? I can. Where are they coming from? They're coming from over here, right? Yes, there they are. So, depending on how long it takes my troops to walk, because they've only got to walk that length of the region, mine have got to walk almost 2 lengths. So for the moment, I'm going to ask them to go there. Now, this is really bad timing almost, because when you look, we're in summer and we're getting to the point. I mean, that's 97%, almost time to harvest. It's really, really bad timing, but it is what it is. Let's also check. Do I want them to run? Probably not. Disband, we'll leave them on balance for now. Yeah, so some of the troops, the archers we have here from the Black Forest. So that's good. At least we have them. Now, obviously, they don't have anything in the way of armor. That's the only downside. We don't even have the... Is it Burgesons? But I can never say the name of it. I'm thinking of can't even say it. Burgage plots. But where's my tailor? What are they called? Gambesons. There we go. I'm getting 2 words mixed up. Burgesons. There we go. You heard it here first. that'll be the new fashion trend come next year. So what do they actually have? Let's have a quick pause and look. So they have no archers. They just have a lot of people with clubs. Lovely. Lovely indeed. Now, we do outnumber them quite a bit, and they don't really have armor themselves. So hopefully, now we have 2 squads of archers, so that'd be interesting to see how this goes down. We have 1 archer squad already in place. Yeah, that is... I could make them run, but I don't want them tired. So we'll kind of play it by ear. We'll just sort of see how long it takes them to get here. Now, we could... I mean, I assume they're going to go that way. We could send this 1 archer squad over here and try to draw their attention. They have the high ground here, and we will have... I think it's paused currently, yeah. The manor up there, but no, that makes a difference. Aha, nice. So let's get this place up and running while all that happens. We'll probably get them chopping the woods on that side. That should give us a bit more. I think what I realized earlier, the issue that we're sort of having over here is not enough oxen to kind of drag all the wood everywhere. So stable space 0 of 1. So if I order another ox, I mean, it will go into the nearest available slot, right? And we have, well, 5 of 10 we're currently at. So we're not in a bad place. I would like to assign one to this, but I think we'll wait and see, because I think at least one of them, yes, is assigned to the farmhouse. and you can assign 2. So really, we do need quite a few. Let's drop in another hitching post just while I think about it. So we've got the farmhouse here. I'll put one next door. We'll probably turn that into a stable. We've got you here. Where else would we need one? We're probably going to need... We got the stable there. We're probably going to need one somewhere. Oh, we've got you. Do we upgrade you? Yes. We'll get that done as well. I'm going to spend a fortune in animals. that's definitely going to happen. Right, okay. So, you're okay. You're going to get us some wood. Forester's hut under construction. Do you know, I'm tempted. I don't know. I'm probably going to have to spend the money to actually get the extra retinue, aren't I? But let's see if we can get that built in time. My orders, yes. My orders will be, if you could, maybe more like so. And we can see the pack mules sending, are they going to Mamusio? I think they're not. No, they're not. So they'll probably come in with more boots for over here. Now, how many do we have currently? We have none, allegedly. Are they in the market stall? Yes, so they've got 12. So I think, is it 1 per family or 1 per family member, the way it currently works, and then they never wear out. So once we got a few more, that'll be ample. So you're now level 2, perfect. So church, stone church we need, and a tavern. Tavern is going to be the bane of my life, I feel like. Yeah, so we need more wood. That's the main problem we have right now. But we'll leave them to it, and we'll come back. We have a lot of things going on that we need to be dealing with. Wow. They are progressing really quick. We are nowhere near. Do I make them run? I could make them run for a little bit, just... I mean, I don't want them completely tired. That is the problem. In fact, to be fair, with the exception of the retinue, who always seem to be the kind of the slowest, even though they all come out of the same building, as far as I've noticed, they're always like the last ones to get to the fight, but they're sort of the first ones you probably want to be there. You are set up. We'll put you as shoot at will. Now, yeah, this is going to be fun. Okay. I'll be back with you once they're here, unless something else happens. Do you know, I just had a thought. Oh, we've got a family moving in. New mercenary companies available. I could have got myself some mercs, couldn't I? But I didn't do that. But that would have been an option. Okay, so it looks like they're potentially coming this way. In fact, we will set these up over here, I think. It looks like potentially going that way slightly. How are you doing? Effectiveness. Oh, here we go. All the stragglers are coming in. Yeah, we'll set you up here. And you are Olar Militia. Now, I have no clue how these guys do their thing. They're new to me. Oops, sorry, just hit the microphone. Probably going to deafen everybody. We have some families moving in over there as well in the Iron Vale. Okay. It does look like they're coming for my archers. So now we know where they are. Actually, we'll bring you over here. Hopefully you don't get drawn into a sort of a firefight. We'll put you there. Fire at will. And polearm. I don't know if they should be in front of the spear or not, but I'm going to chuck them right behind for the moment. We're going to leave you on stand your ground. Yeah, there's a... Maybe, can you kind of come this way? How do you change their give ground? How do you take them out of formation? There's got to be a key for that, I wonder. Oh, I can see all the villagers running for their homes. Or to the church. Did they all go and hide in the church? I've never really paid much attention to it before. It appears so. It's a shame the church bell isn't ringing. Oh, we got some arrows firing. Right, let's just pause the game a second. Let's see where we're at. Now, there was a group of, outlaws. I'm just trying to think of a polite way of putting it until I saw their name. But there's a group over here, so I have to be careful with my my archers there. But we may bring over. I'll leave you on stand your ground. Now, I've got to be careful. Now, they're fairly effective archers now, but they won't be against hand-to-hand combat. Okay, let's bring them over here. And we'll bring these guys in front. Ah, there they are. There's two groups. So these archers need to hot-foot it. You go for those. And if I bring my archers... That's my retinue, isn't it? Try that again. Retinue here. Archers. Here. Hopefully we got that. So it's 1, 2, 3. Where's the fourth squad? Interesting. I may take the polearm guys and put them on the opposite side here and try and sort of pin them in. I think you guys need to go here because we're going to need you to protect. Okay, so those two groups have been split up now. Awesome. Now I'm not going to look at who's being killed and what's going on. Are they trying to shoot them as they? Oh, they are as they walk back. That's really cool. But it's not so good for my archers, mind. But I like the fact they're shooting as they back off. Oh, try that again. There we go. We're definitely going to lose a couple of people here. Oh. Now hopefully my archers can get away. We have scared off one group. I think this group is soon to follow. Right, and just while I think about this. Let's just get those ready. And there goes them as well. I think we've vastly outnumbered them. Not to say that we're not going to lose anybody. Let's bring these guys over here. It's a bit more pressure on them. I think once they see these coming through the fields... I mean, look at the blood on that guy. Oh. Have we lost anyone? 35, 35, possibly. Oh, I don't know if we have, actually. It's because I don't keep this up the whole time. I tend not to see. Right, are the other archers... Oh, they're just cheering. Why are they not shooting? I guess it doesn't matter in the long run. It's good for influence, nonetheless. Are they... There is one more squad. You'd think they'd all just be attacking, but... I think they can... Only so many people can wave in their flags. Yeah, only so many people can attack, I guess. Well, that has to be it, right? I think everyone is... Everyone's gone. Right, so I can disband my archers. Can't disband outside of home region. Okay, so you're from over here. That's fine. So let me double check I'm in the right place. Yes. Excellent. Well, that went, I'm assuming, reasonably well. Oh, wait, there, we lost an archer. There we go, from the Black Forest. So we lost at least one person there. And does that mean we have no spare bow? No, we do have spare war bows. Right, so we may as well send all these chaps back over to Mamusio, because that's where they're from. And how are we doing? We're in June. Are we at 100%? We're almost there for farming as well. Wow, that was quite intense. I wasn't expecting that. But hopefully those bodies will start getting collected. You should get a little bit of money for each person you pick up, because surely they'd be carrying a little bit of coin. I mean, they even have weapons. Can we not trade these things? Taking things from the dead people? It just sounds a bit wrong. But at least we have the corpse bit, so they should get picked up in due course. Okay, after all that excitement, I've just popped over to the Iron Veil to upgrade this to level 2, which should give us that point that we need for armor making. The Armor's Workshop, there we are. Unfortunately, we don't have the coin to do that as it stands, but we are now in that position. Now, I think, is it one coin per per month, and we'll have 2 of those level 2 buildings. So we will, soon get that. It's not a big deal. How are we doing? God, we got plenty of iron slabs. My goodness, they do that quick. We're okay for timber. That's all working. Fuel is fine as well. It's gone reasonably well. I think, what is it they need now? So they need the upgraded church, which we can't do without the tiles, and they need alcohol. Alcohol is a fun thing in this game. Yeah, I just wish it was a bit easier. I don't know. I have this weird feeling what's going to happen is that the Black Forest is going to become the center of our empire almost. Maybe scroll back out like I was thinking, and we will just make the bread, make the alcohol, and we'll just sort of transport it out, because transporting, say, alcohol from Mamusio all the way to the Iron Vale is just so long. So maybe within this area, I know we have some fertile land sort of there, but somewhere here we may set up some kind of trading post which can send the alcohol. If we end up doing like crazy stuff with berries, potentially we can send those out as well. We could potentially even make the cloves here as well and just send them every which way. It's going to make the Black Forest really important area, I think. But anyway, I think that's where we will leave this one. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. But until next time, take care.